Too much pressure on Mr. Derrick Lewis.
Yep. Yeah.
And right away he realized, oh, I can't reach him. Cyril's footwork is outstanding for a big guy. He's light on his feet. He moves in and out very well. When he moves back, he's an athlete. There's no doubt about it. And if you're looking at it and you're saying, you know, like I said, my heart went with Derrick Lewis. I wanted him to win. My brain told me Ciryl Gane's going to win. Based upon, you know, the talent that he has and the way he fights comparatively. Not that Derrick didn't have a chance, but you saw right away when Derrick, you know, was swinging and missing. You know, he had to make those kind of runs at him, and eventually he was getting hit with shots. Derrick does not do well getting punched in the face real hard. He
Nobody
always acts
does
like
well, John.
No. Sorry. He always you go back to his Volkov fight. You know, look, Herb stopped that when he got punched, not poked in the eye. You know, and he has problems. He did it again, acting like he got poked in the eye.
I saw that.
He got punched, and he just, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't affect his eye. I think he thinks that he got poked. It's just that he doesn't deal with that well and stuff. And from that point, really, it was almost like his mind started just, you know, what am I going to do? And Ciryl just, you know, fought a very smart fight. I thought it was going to continue on with him just picking at him and stuff. But when he hurt him, he went after him. There was all kinds of people talking about shots to the back of the head and everything. Yeah. It's, I'm sorry, that fight was over.
Yeah. It's a tough one for Derrick Lewis being in his hometown. Just the performance, you know, everyone turned out to watch him perform, and just a lot of pressure. You know, I'm not sure if he handles that type of pressure well. Someone was telling me that he was talking about retiring until the UFC signed him to a bigger contract. He's like, I'm tired of coming home and my kids making fun of me because I lost. He's like, that shit don't feel good. And I'm like, what the hell do you mean your kids make fun of you? Like, fucking daddy got beat up. Daddy got beat up. And I'm like, that's fucked
Daddy
up,
got beat
man.
up again.
Shit, making fun of me. Man, careful, man. I'm going to call what's his name over to knock you out. Shut the fuck. Who does that shit? Damn, Derrick. What you doing with your kids, man? I mean, look, I love watching him fight because he always has that puncher's chance. You are right, though. He does tend to not take damage very well. He does turn away, cover up, that kind of stuff. That's not something you want to see from a heavyweight. You want to see him go out on their shield, swinging and stuff. So, but regardless, I'm going to always watch and I'm going to always support him because first, he's got a fucking absolutely amazing Instagram and I love watching it.
He's just an awesome person.
And all I want to do is fucking him to win so I can hear his post-fight interviews. That's why. Those are the two things that I fucking love about this guy. He's so great. It's great stuff. And Mr. Balls is hot is always going to be on my A-list to watch him fight.
I agree.
But to go back on Gane, it's like I can't brush over, over this whole fight. Gane just had a great performance, and I think stylistically him versus Ngannou was going to be a good fight. He did exactly what he had to do, John.
Yeah, he did exactly what he was supposed to do, and you can't blame him for being elusive. Like you said, this whole game is not about how much you can take. It's about how much you can give and not take. Okay, you're not supposed to get hit. He didn't get hit very much in that fight. No, very little, and he just dominated the action of the fight. He controlled the position of the fight. He controlled the range of the fight. Even when Derrick tried to either come forward or stand his ground, he just wasn't successful. He continuously just went right back to having to back himself up. Yeah. And you can't have that. Derrick has got to be a come forward or at least stand your ground type of fighter. And when he's going up against the cage, he doesn't do well fighting off with his back against the cage. So I thought that Cyril and his team had a good game plan. They did it right. And when the opportunity came to finish the fight, that's what he did. Congratulations. I still don't say you're a champion. I'm sorry. Well, if you beat Francis Ngannou, great. You'll be the champion. Until such time, that's just a made-up title right now.
John, I'm gonna throw a little wrench in this whole thing, and I know we're supposed to do the MyBookie advertisement. But before we get into the MyBookie advertisement, I'm gonna throw a wrench into this. When we get into the news, Dave, can you pull up what Dana said about the script with Vince McMahon? Can you pull that up? Because I'm gonna throw a wrench in this whole thing real quick. Dana White on future Francis Ngannou versus Ciryl Gane title fight. Fucking Vince couldn't have wrote a better script for this. Here's the difference. Here's the thing, though. Dana, you're already assuming that Ngannou's going to re-sign or he's going to sign a fight with you. You need to pay the guy. He's your champion. He's your heavyweight champion. You need to pay him. If you want to see him fight, the reason why I'm throwing a wrench is we may end up seeing Stipe versus Gane before we see Gane versus Ngannou if they don't pay him. So Stipe, I know he's already talked about fighting John Jones. That's great. I hope that fight happens. But I'm simply saying if Stipe has to choose between John Jones and fighting for the interim title to guarantee him a title shot, which is originally why he wanted that fight with Francis first, he's like, I want that fight. But then Francis is not fighting right now because he wants to get paid more money, which he should. Okay, but I think there's a little wrench to be thrown in there right now in terms of Stipe could end up fighting Gane first for the interim title to guarantee him a title shot against Francis.
See, to me, that's not a smart fight for Gane to take.
No,
that's a
absolutely
hard fight
not.
because Stipe is going to be able to neutralize a lot of what Gane does and the experience and the wrestling, and it's going to be a different fight. And that's this is where styles make fights. Stipe is not a shot fighter. People sit there and say what they want. He's got a lot of skill. He's got a great stand-up game. He's got a good chin. Anybody in the heavyweights that, if you get hit by a big heavyweight, you can be put out. Stipe can be put out. Gane can be put out. But I just look and say, as you're saying, look at Dana does these scenarios and he creates. Look at Dana. Dana needs to bow down to Vince because he stole everything from Vince. He stole his persona. He stole exactly how he runs his company, all of that. And so, to sit there and say, that Vince couldn't have written this better. Okay. Well, he taught you exactly what to do. And you're the one that kind of tried to build this together by creating this fake title for a guy that shouldn't be the champion based upon you have a real champion sitting there. You just don't want to pay him. So you're trying to bully him into a corner by creating a title and saying this guy can be my heavyweight champion. And what are you doing? You're trying to be cheap.
Yeah, he's stirring the pot, man.
Yeah.
What's that?
Was that?
I said, see, Vince couldn't have written that better. That was an amazing story you just told, John.
It's just the truth. I mean, you have to look through all the bullshit and understand what's going on. And what is going on is Dana's in a position where he has two heavyweights that are his main guys. He's got Francis Ngannou and he's got John Jones, and he can't get either one right now to agree to fight for what he wants to pay. So he's creating things. He's pushing, okay, I'll put you on the bench. I'll push you to the side, and I'll create my other heavyweight title. And if it comes down to Francis not agreeing to fight Gane for the amount of money that Dana wants, he will bring in Stipe. He's creating this split. And is it right? No, it's not. But he's got to do it as the promoter. I understand that. And Francis has got to do his thing as the fighter in saying, I'm not going to fight for that. So it's a battle. The promoter is always trying to get the fighter for the least amount they possibly can. And the fighter is always trying to charge the promoter the most that they possibly can. That's the battle. And it somewhere in the middle, hopefully they meet.
100% agree.